been loving your claim to fame because it
Yeah.
led to
Thank you.
speaking at the National Press Club. So,
Yeah, well, there's that have all worked well together, and I'm very much someone who, if I want to do something, I'll be very vocal about trying to manifest it. So
mm,
the interesting thing about the National Press Club was I'd seen my friend Chanel Contos, who is a brilliant consent advocate, do it. And then that night, I'd literally had a dream that instead of her standing up there, it was me.
oh, wow.
And I just posted about the dream and was like, I promise I'm a fun time, guys. Like, I'm a total nerd because I just dreamt about the National Press Club, but I'm a fun time. Um,
Oh, God.
and completely forgetting like that I had started to build a profile and that people were taking notice. I then got a message from someone who works with the National Press Club and was like, "Hey, just want to know like what you would pitch if you didn't did an address. What would you say?" And so I wrote
Mm,
like this big long message that was like this and this and this and this, like taking every opportunity I could think of to basically bring up every disabled issue ever that had ever
mm.
impacted me. And I sent that off, and then I got an email back, and they were like, "Yep, the press club wants you to talk." And I was like, "Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, cool." I feel like that wasn't supposed to happen. That phrase is the like how you would define this whole
Journey.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
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 it was like I watched it live, your speech, and it was absolutely incredible. And I
yeah. Thank
resonated with
you.
the message you were speaking about. Do you feel everyone in the room did as well?
Yeah, the room was really receptive and warm. Um,
Mm.
because I have done a lot of speaking before, but not
To that
on that
level?
scale.
Yeah.
And also, I was very aware that even though politicians weren't in the room, because it was the week, it was the week after Parliament had finished for the year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that was badly timed. That they'd still be getting it sent to them or like memos about it.
Mm.
So I was very aware that I had the attention of people who could actually enact that change and
Yeah.
that could potentially lead to like actual consequences from what I said. So
Hmm.
I think that that awareness made me more nervous than ever. And of course, like I would have loved to have eyeballed them in the room. Like I had a whole plan for if politicians were there and how I would handle it, especially politicians who think differently about the world
Yeah.
than I do.
Yeah.
I was aware that like, okay, well, even if we don't necessarily want them to be elected or to be in a position of power, we have to operate from the point of view that if they are, here's how we work with it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.